All right, we decided to try to be productive today, and we're doing stuff around the house, trying to get things done, all the things that we have wanted to do over the past however many years we've lived here, but are just too busy or too lazy to do. So today's that day. You want to tell everybody what you're doing?
Cleaning. Scrubbing the nastiness that builds up in the window and screen door track.
I wash the windows, which sometimes feels pointless, but what else do I have to do? So just trying to be productive and keep the kids from being bored. That's dedication right there.
This is your toothbrush.
That's my toothbrush?
It's an old one.
All right, so tell everybody your name
Sophia,
and what grade are you in?
5th.
What happened yesterday?
So I was doing a handstand on the sidewalk and I was walking and I lost my balance and I went to save myself and I fell on my face and this is what happened.
Does it still hurt?
Yeah, it's swollen right there.
And this doesn't even show people how bad it was bleeding, right?
No.
It was bleeding pretty bad?
It was bleeding really bad.
Were you freaked out? Yeah.
Mhm.
What lesson did you learn from yesterday?
Not to do handstand walks on the sidewalk downhill.
Yep. All right, how are you enjoying your time off?
I don't know. I miss school and gymnastics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are you doing to stay busy with your time off?
I'm practicing violin, I'm practicing gymnastics, I'm drawing. All the good stuff.
Spending time with your family?
Mhm.
Are you enjoying learning how to play basketball
Mhm.
and beating your dad?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Run in place. Run in place. Let's warm up. Let's warm up. Everybody warm up.
All right, what's the workout, Sophia?
It's a 30-minute AMRAP, 10 shuttle runs, 40 mountain climbers, 20 push-ups, 10 burpees, and then a 2-minute rest. We start as a family, and then when the last person finishes, then we start our 2-minute rest.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is like suicide, so we go back to I'm bad at this.
Just keep going, buddy.
I might go for the knee push-ups.
It's crazy what a week off will do, huh?
I'm not in shape.
Not good things.
I'm fit-ish.
You ready for round 2? Just showered. Workout was good. It was nice to get outside and get moving with the family. We definitely have been slacking on the fitness stuff, but when the gym's closed and you kind of have to keep the kids busy, some things just don't make the cut. So glad we did that. Hopefully we will continue to do that. because we are out of shape. We are coming up with a list, going to venture out to the grocery store, not panicking, but just going out and getting some things that we need at the store anyway. So
Coffee's essential.
coffee is essential, and some milk and some other things, and hopefully have everything we need to be confined to this house for however long we might be. So, goldfish.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Oranges.
We have oranges.
What about you?
Loads. Tofu. Find us tofu, please.
We won't be able to find
All right. So that's the list. Hopefully, I can find everything there and get in and out fairly quickly. All right, so survived the grocery store. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. The weird thing is walking around and people are looking at one another and trying not to judge, I guess you could say, and everyone's trying to keep their distance. There's definitely some people that don't care whatsoever and look like they're just going on how they normally would, which I get it. And then there's people wearing gloves, some people wearing masks. There was even a mobile testing center that was set up across the parking lot at urgent care. So it's hard to tell. You drive by the playgrounds, there's tons of people out playing. I don't know what to think. I'd love to hear what you guys see in your neighborhoods. What's going on over there? Are people just carrying on like normal, or is everybody freaked out and locked in their homes? So let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have going on over there. All right, so I filmed this a couple days ago, and then I lost all motivation to do anything really. I decided to reach out to some of my other creator friends around the world to just check in and see if they were going through the same thing. So here's some of the conversations that I had with them. Can you tell everybody how things are in Canada right now and what it's like for you having to still go into work while everything is kind of put on hold?
Yeah, I mean, like, technically I have to go into work tonight too because I actually work for the government, and the department that I work for is transportation and work, so it's considered an essential service. Personally, I don't think it's essential service, but we have to go in tonight, or myself personally, when people are kind of like shut down. So the main transit terminal over here in our city shuts down at 9 o'clock. So once all the employees leave tonight, I can go inside and do my stuff, my work, when there's no proximity concerns. So I mean, like, to me personally, I'm not too concerned about it as long as everything's sanitized. I keep my distance and I wash my hands. And actually, the distance part I don't even have to worry about because there's not going to be anyone there. But I'm okay with it. I mean, it kind of feels a little bit like it's the end of the world because when you drive on the streets, there's like no one around. Like there's basically hardly anyone around. And it's so funny because gas is so cheap, but then like no one's going anywhere. So, but yeah, the vibe is kind of like it's very very eerie kind of feels like The Walking Dead. I don't know. Do you ever watch The Walking Dead?
I mean, I know of it. I don't watch it often, but I mean, yeah, I definitely know what you're referring to.
Other than tumbleweeds blowing across the road, like it feels like very eerie and like just. I live right across from like the downtown core here, so there's a huge mall here. It's the biggest mall in our province, so it's like empty. It's like ghost town.
In the UK, it's kind of kicked off more in, say, the last week and a half or so. I have, my mum who lives nearby, and she's over 70, so I've actually now moved in with her. I live by myself, so it kind of made sense that, we could both be around each other from a mental point of view and just reassurance, and also obviously because you want to look after your family, right?
No, it's definitely happened here. So we've got the same issue with toilet paper and hand sanitizer and all that kind of essential goods. The supermarkets are finding it hard to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they've got enough food. The supermarkets all here have enough food they just can't keep stocking the shelves fast enough, to be honest. So,
right.
So we're not worried that we'll run out of food, but yeah, certainly when you go to the grocery store, it's the shelves are empty most of the time. Yeah.
Like restaurants are takeout only, non-essential businesses are closed. My girlfriend who works for a major kind of retailer company has some time off paid, which is awesome. It's just kind of, for me, it's been business as usual, but obviously for a lot of people who maybe go out more or go to a job that's in a public setting, that's all probably changed quite a bit.
I think it's a great time, like exactly what you're doing here. I think it's a great time for creators to turn the camera around and actually show the world who they are, show our own humanity and tell our stories, because often, we're behind the camera telling other people's stories and capturing other people.
Right.
So I think it's a unique opportunity for creators to go, you know what, I'm stuck at home, why don't I flip the camera around and actually show the world who I am, tell them about my life and a bit of my story, and a good time to kind of work out our own creative muscles, I guess, because we are so limited now. So just looking for the opportunities, like there's always, in dark times, there's always light to be found. There's always something positive to find, and I think it's just, so it's just, instead of getting down and negative about it, it's going, how can I do something that's helpful,
We're going through this period of like hardship and turmoil, but as you know what, day by day, as you kind of little steps, little victories, you'll come out the other side, and you'll be behind us in a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look back and go, yes, that was probably like a pivotal time in history, or certainly a point in history that we got through, and thankful that my nieces and other younger generations maybe we were a bit oblivious to it, or they didn't quite hit them as it should.
Mm-hmm.
But so hopefully we'll come out of this more positive, better, and rethink about what we actually value.
Yeah. But do you feel like you putting out stuff more gives people a little something to do with their time to help them kind of take their mind off of all the other junk going on in the world?
It's a great question, man. It's a great question, because that's something I've internally been struggling with for like a while now, and I kind of went through it, like, my content is very raw and documentary, and I try to really share my journey with people, so like I let it show in some of the videos and left it in, because it's like trying to navigate where I fit in all this was a bit of a weird place for me, because like, I want to be aware and conscious and, make sure I'm like using my platform to like, make sure other people know what's going on. But like at the same time, like I'm not a news platform. Like I'm not creating. So like, and I hate seeing some of my favorite creators who don't do news content either, like clickbaiting with like Savoid 19 in the title and all that kind of stuff. Like, at the end of the day, like I want to entertain and I want to be kind of a bit of an escape for people. They can watch my content and either get motivated to train or learn something or just like whatever they do, just the shut off portion, So I think that's kind of what I came to is like, I feel some sort of almost responsibility to like keep putting out that content, because I know there is a large amount of people that tune in and really enjoy it, and it's a distraction for them. And I definitely feel like, you know, I want to keep being able to provide that to the fan base I have.
When I look at stuff on social media, it's hard to get creative in terms of making something your own. So I would say now is the time to like reflect inside and look at things that you want to do and make it your own.
I think I just like to say, like, just everyone just like keep in touch. You know, I think that's probably the biggest message, in that don't let yourself get shut away, or don't feel it's all happening to you. It's happening to everyone, and just reach out. And I think just, you know, there's no harm in asking questions, whether you're asking someone that, you know, is the higher echelons of that industry or below, or maybe just like, I think this communication, I think that for me is the biggest thing, is just everyone just to keep talking and being silly. You know, it doesn't have to be serious all the time. You know, and I'm full of useless facts and being silly, so hit me up for silly conversations.
Yep, for sure.
There you go. That's my message. If you're a creator, just keep creating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how everything works out.
Yeah, totally. I've got a couple ideas for creators that are panicking about, you know, how they can make some money, or, you know, have some form of income. And I would highly recommend you go through all your old footage from the last 2 years, look at the clients you've worked with, and, you know, maybe reach out to them and see if you can create something out of the old footage for them. You know, like, I know for myself, I've got so much footage that I never actually end up using from these events. So to do that, you know, be creative, film yourself. I know a lot of creators feel uncomfortable doing that because they're so used to filming other people, but I challenge all creators out there to create a video about themselves, you know, their story. Tag other creators. I think I love it when other creators tag me and message me. Like, when you messaged me, I was like, yeah, cool, something else I can do today that's going to be interesting, and feel like I've got some connection. So yeah, man, we've got the awesome internet and a great community, so just, you're not alone, and get in touch, reach out to me. I'd love to chat. So yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, man. So huge shout out to those guys for taking the time to hop on a call with me. I definitely appreciate it, and it helped raise my spirits a little bit. I'm definitely feeling a little down these days with everything being canceled and not really being able to travel anywhere. But you know what? When I think about how fortunate I am to have my family here and healthy, and I am not having to really deal with any loss of a loved one like a lot of people are, and also not coming into contact with a lot of people that are sick. So I definitely feel pretty fortunate, and it could always be worse. So if any of you are struggling out there, just know that you are not alone. A lot of us are going through the same thing, and we're all just trying to make it through one day at a time and keep our spirits up. So stay positive, stay at home, stay active, and just want to say a huge thank you to all of the people still working on the front line. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for us, and hopefully we can repay you one day. So, all right, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.